What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Here is our video for Thursday, single dumbbell, single kettlebell track. A reminder that the warm-up is posted in a separate link at the top of today's program. If you need a refresher on the movements or the setup of the warm-up, head up to the top of the program and click that link. Today's strength, we're going to be completing 5 rounds. The rounds are going to consist of you doing 4 30-second chunks of movement followed by a 30-second break. So 30 seconds of pressing on the right, 30 seconds of pressing on the left, 30 seconds of rowing on the right, 30 seconds of rowing on the left, a 30-second break, back to the top, start again. We'll go through 5 cycles. So we're going to be working a strict press at tempo of X030. So we're going to be explosive on the way up, controlled on the way down. That range of motion and execution looks like this. Up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up. Some things to note here. Make sure that my elbow stays in line with my wrist. I never want the elbow to flare out in any way. I always want the forearm to be completely vertical in any vertical pressing range of motion. Whether I'm holding this way or this way, my forearm remains stacked. Wrist directly over elbow at all times. I'm making sure that I'm staying tight and connected. That means as I press, I'm never letting my rib cage float out. I'm always staying locked at the glutes, locked at the quads, locked at the belly, pressing for explosiveness. 1, 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. I'll go for 30 seconds on my right side in that fashion, and then 30 seconds on my left. If you have a super heavy dumbbell, strict press isn't happening with that dumbbell, then what you can do is push press into a controlled descent. So that would look like this. Up, 1, 2, 3, up. Regardless of which method you're using, the kiss of the head of the dumbbell to your shoulder is your cue to explode up into that next repetition. The next movement we have, guys, is going to be the 3-point dumbbell row. We're going to follow the same tempo as the press. So I'm going to be setting up with my feet in a square stance next to one another. I'm going to be sinking my hips back. Ideally, you have something to hold on to right here, meaning like a bench or a chair, something of that nature. Note the position of the dumbbell here is parallel to my body. I'm not turning it perpendicular, parallel to my body. And then as I row, I'm gonna turn to that perpendicular position. Okay, so thumbs up here as I pull towards the top, and then as I come back down, thumb will be facing in. So my 3-point row is up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up. So note as I pull up that I'm not yanking and moving my shoulders, my chest, my legs. The only thing moving through space is my arm. 1, 2, 3, up. And I make sure that I keep everything else steady, tight, and completely locked in. So you'll do 30 seconds of rowing on your right, directly followed by 30 seconds of rowing on your left. All right, let's go over today's workout. So we're gonna have an interval-based piece where we're gonna be working through sets of 20 repetitions with some different movements. Your goal would be to accomplish the rounds in around 2 minutes, give or take, and then have the remainder of that 4 minutes as your rest period. So it should be pretty close to a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio, about 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So we are gonna bookend the rounds here with 20 kettlebell swings. So these are eye level swings, and remember that your points of performance with the kettlebell swing, I'm gonna have a very tight tuck, no space between the kettlebell and my body. I'm gonna have fast explosive hips. When I finish, I'm gonna let the bell float naturally up to that eye level. I'm gonna hike, I'm gonna pop, I'm gonna enjoy the top. 1, 2. Ideally, your sets of 20 swings are unbroken, right? Definitely no more than 2 chunks for those sets of 20. We're going 20 stagger stance jumps. We're gonna be continuing to see plyometrics. What we want is explosiveness. Explosiveness is more important than speed with these. So I prefer you to rest between reps if needed to make sure you're being explosive and landing softly. So I'm gonna start in a staggered stance position. I'm gonna take a big load back. I'm gonna jump vertically. And when I land, my goal is to be in the opposite stagger. I'm gonna stagger, 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 stagger. Good. I'm gonna be landing in this soft athletic position every time, never stiff-legged. That's a no-no, all right? Boom, jump, land soft, okay? The height is up to you. Maybe your stagger jump looks like this, where you're landing softly but not jumping as high. That's okay. If jumping is not your thing, what we're gonna do is go a lateral driving knee. So I'm gonna stand in one spot, right? And I'm gonna drive the knee, boom. Step, drive the knee, 2. Step, drive the knee, 3. Step, drive the knee, 4 for 20 repetitions. Your last movement, we have lateral donkey kicks over broomstick. We did this last week. I love this movement. Super challenging. I have my broomstick. This can be a PVC or just a line in the floor. I'm gonna be in a push-up position. I'm gonna give my weight to my hands as I bring my legs up nice and high to kick over that line in the floor. Good. So I'm here and I'm gonna go kick up from the side, kick up, kick up. The key here is I want to try and get height, all right? Meaning that I'm not just going over in a fast jump. So this can be a scale, but I'm gonna try not to stay low like so. I would love to get up nice and high in a true donkey kick style. Okay? Scaling to going down to single leg if needed, meaning that I can go like this. Single leg, single leg, single leg, as needed to feel in control of my body. So our goal is to do unbroken there, or maybe 2 quick sets. By the time you get there, legs gonna be burning. Do your best to work through those. All right. If you guys have questions or feedback on today's workout, let us know. Hope you guys have fun. See ya.